It is brain dump number 14. I don't know why I said it like that, but I was thinking. Yep, 13 was last week, so. And you know what? I've enjoyed this kind of newer format of the brain dumps. Partially because it's a little bit easier. I just kind of, well, the whole point of it was to just babble on about my week, and I've been doing that. I need to move the encoder, though, over here. Okay. But it's been nice doing it with the webcam, because I don't have to do, well, it's a little bit easier than setting up my camera. And for some reason I feel like before I would edit it a lot, you know, like I would cut between things like I would do like just any other video, but I don't know, I haven't been doing that with these lately, and I think that's okay. I think it works out. I think any other videos I make will be edited on this channel. Not that this isn't edited at all, but what I mean is like the little like jump cuttiness and the sort of somewhat scripted. I don't really script my videos. I just I do think of like things excuse me. I do think of things I can talk about though and say, even like funny things and lines and stuff like that. This feels a little more personable though. I like it. I like it. Maybe in the future, you know, once I have more people's watching consistently, it could be like a live thing. That would be fun. I think that'd be fun. So anyway, I actually wrote down stuff I want to talk about today, and I hopefully won't go on and on and on about it forever, because I actually have to go somewhere very soon. And right now it's Saturday morning, and there's a bin right there. I was gonna move that, and there's my clothes. Well, this is awkward. Maybe I should just. Oh, where'd the clothes go? Okay. Anyway, I wrote stuff down to talk about so I wouldn't forget. But overall, this has been kind of a weird week. Just a little like up and down. I don't know why I keep using my hand so much. It's really weird. It's distracting because I can see it in my encoder. So I'm just gonna sit on my hands. Okay, that's uncomfortable. Okay. So yeah. So it's been an interesting week. For one thing, well, to start off, you know, I've been going to the gym still very consistently. Been doing very good. I'm like super sore this week though, which is not necessarily surprising, but I don't know. I wasn't as sore like the last week or two, and then all of a sudden this week I'm just really sore again. I don't know why, but yeah, I went yesterday and I kind of cut my routine down a little bit, which I don't usually do. So I don't know. And I probably won't go today. I'm just gonna kill myself. Plus I have something to do anyway, and I don't know how long it will take. But well, I have the gym's open all day today, I think, actually. So no, maybe it closes earlier on the weekend. I don't know. So anyway, so another thing that happened too was in WoW, patch 6.1 came out, and it introduced some new changes to the garrisons and a couple other things like that. It wasn't like a ton of stuff, but they made a lot of good improvements. One thing they added was like the selfie camera. Oh, and Twitter integration, which is pretty cool, but it's kind of like, really? I don't know. But the selfie thing is a little ridiculous, but it's so stupid that I love it. It's so funny. Like, you can use the camera and you literally are taking a selfie, like with your like you're like holding this camera and you're literally taking a selfie of your character. And there's an achievement to take a selfie in all, like, tons of different places. Like, the list is huge. Like, I really, like, one of them is the Frozen Throne, so that's where Wrath of the Lich King in Icecrown Citadel. So I, like, super bad, like, I haven't yet, but I want to just, you know, run through there and then go up to Arthas on the Frozen Throne and take a selfie with him. So badly want to do that. Oh my god. So I'm gonna do that soon. But besides that, 6.1 is a pretty good patch. I don't know why, but people keep complaining that there was no content, like no new raid content in patch 6.1, but that's because the new raid came out a couple weeks ago, and they said it was going to come out before 6.1. So I don't know why people are complaining. I literally don't understand that. It's very strange. I don't get it. Like, there is new content. It's already out. They said it was coming before 6.1, and it has. So, I mean, I don't know. It wasn't like a big raid. It's still technically within the same raid tier, so we're not like in a whole nother like tier set as far as gear goes. So 6.2 will probably be a new raid tier, probably. But still, there are some newer. I think anyway. I could be wrong about that, but I don't know. I don't raid much anymore, so I mostly just do looking for raid, which is, yeah. I don't know. I just don't have the time anymore to like sit down. Well, I like be involved in a guild anymore and do that whole thing. I don't know. I just don't have the strength anymore to do that. I kind of want to though, but that's a different story. I'll talk about some other time. Though I kind of actually do want to make a video sometime about my whole WoW experience, because it was pretty great. There were ups and downs, but WoW, I think the community there shaped me as a person. So I spent a lot of my late high school years playing a lot of WoW, doing a lot of things in it, raid leading, becoming a co-guild master. That was fun. So anyway, that's not what I was going to talk about, so I'm not going to get into that. But so another thing this week on Tuesday, which actually I got a haircut on Tuesday too. It's different-ish. I think it looks fine. I can't really tell, but I mean, I don't know. It's shorter, which is good. It's always like the first week or so of a new haircut, you don't really know what to do with it. That's kind of what has happened. My hairdresser, she styled it so much better than me. Plus, she had like this like stuff that was so much nicer than the gel I've been using. So I don't know. Anyway, so but on Tuesday, the new Red album came out. So Red is a band. They're like a rock-ish kind of band. I don't know how to describe the genre. I guess it's rock, but it's not like heavy, like super death metal. Like, I really don't like that kind of music. But they do actually like scream a little, like the singing kind of screaming. Not like a lot though. It's more just like subtly incorporated into their songs, and it works. Like, that's when I don't mind screaming. Like, I don't like when like it's like complete all heavy death metal screaming. Like, it just frightens me and I feel like I want to die. But like when it's incorporated nicely into a song, and there have been a lot of good bands that do that, then I don't mind. Like, you know, sometimes you just need to scream, and it's appropriate and it fits, you know. Rock is a genre where, you know, there can be a lot of emotion behind what you're saying too, and yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe, and some people don't agree with that. I don't know. Some people just don't like screaming in general, which I get. I don't either, actually. But when it's incorporated, like in a band like Red, then I think they do it very well. Another thing I love about Red too is that they incorporate a lot of like of course they have all the traditional, you know, rock like instruments, electric guitars and things like that. But they also incorporate orchestra, like an orchestra, mostly like string instruments in their music, like violins, cellos, and things like that. It's like, oh my god, so good. I love it so much. It's just the best. And they're like, over the years, they're like my like favorite bands and artists have like changed, but there's definitely two that have stood out like over the last couple of years that you know, that just by the way their music is, but then mostly by the way their lyrics are. And the other band is actually Owl City. I love Owl City. The lyrics are so, I don't know, like they almost don't make sense, but then yet they do, you know? Like, there's just a lot of I don't know, like some sort of like artistic aspect to Owl City that I love so much. And I love electronic music anyway. But it's just like, I feel like I can kind of relate to Adam Young of Owl City a a little bit, just because like he's very introverted, very I don't know, we have similar personalities. Sorry, my door. I think someone could close something downstairs, rattled my door. Like one article I found about introverts and how I kind of discovered the characteristics are very similar to me, and how I discovered I was an introvert was actually something that Adam Young had shared. So, and anyway, so with Red, I just really love their music. I think it's really good. Their lyrics have so much emotion behind them, so much passion, you know? And like I said, you know, they incorporate like some screaming, but it's not like over the top. It's very subtle. It's very like, well, it's Christian rock, so it's kind of more, you know, geared towards like, I don't know, it's not necessarily like all about, I'm trying to think of how to say this, but like, you know, it's kind of geared more towards like, you know, what people struggle with every day in life. You know, not necessarily just about relationships, and not that all other bands just talk about relationships, but it's a very common theme, you know. And Red, you know, does have some of that, but, you know, people struggle. People inwardly, you know, they want to scream. And, yeah, I don't know. Have you ever screamed into a pillow? It's very invigorating. I haven't done it in a while. It's just so good. I don't know how to... Honestly, I'm like at a loss for words. I don't know what to say about it. But their new album is called Of Beauty and Rage, and it's so good. There is... I don't even think there's a song in there I don't like yet. And there's a couple I already love. And I've been listening to it all week long. They had a crowdfunded? Not crowdsourcing. Crowdfunded, I think is the word. Funding project for it. Pledge Music recently. And I was a backer. I backed it. And as one of my perks, well, the other one, one perk was autograph copy of the CD, which, you know, I always get everything digital. I get a CD, it's kind of weird, but I want the autograph. And then they have a graphic novel that incorporates into the storyline of their music videos, which is really cool. And then their most recent music video still keeps the storyline going, which is really cool. But I got this. You can see it. So it's autographed there, all of them there, and that's really cool. And it's just, oh, it's so good. CD. There's Red. Yep. I didn't realize, I don't know why I didn't realize, but I can't remember all their names on top of my head, but of course there's him. He's the main lead singer and all that. And these two play a lot of the instruments, probably some background vocals too. They're twins. I don't know why I didn't even make that connection. So anyway, oh, it's so good. You gotta listen to it. If you like rock music, if you like good lyrics, you need to check it out. It's just so good. And any of their other ones too. And like I said, there are other bands that do the same kind of thing. And that's, I don't know, that's the kind of music I like. Besides electronic music. Admittingly, I do like some pop too. Not ashamed to admit that. I love Kelly Clarkson. She's really good. Such a strong voice. Just good. Just very good. I am not ashamed to admit that. She is fantastic. Yeah. I don't really like trashy pop. But, you know, sometimes you just indulge and it's dumb. And you're like, why am I doing this? It's like, oh, God, Katy Perry. Anyway, so, yeah, so go check that out if you haven't. If you don't even know what Red is, you should just look it up. It's good. It's very good. They have, how many albums do they have now? 5? 4? I don't know. But they have quite a few now. And this one just came out, like, this week. So, so anyway, besides that, it's on my list here. Yeah, so I mentioned last week I reloaded my computer. But it was crashing this week. Actually, it was crashing on Tuesday when patch 6.1 came out, which was really not cool. It was blue screening a lot, and I was getting all these different errors, but they were all kind of mostly pointing towards driver issues. So I essentially had to reload it again, and I used the Windows 8 refresh tool, which I almost may as well have just reloaded it, but it does almost the same thing, except that excuse me, it keeps some personal files, and then it gets rid of all your programs. So essentially, it kind of reloaded it again. It kept very little, so and I tried to run through the drivers I needed more carefully this time, because I think I might have had a bad driver before, or I might have gotten something I didn't actually need and it caused problems. So here's hoping it will hold up. But I never had a problem with this computer up until I reloaded it recently, so I don't think it's a hardware thing, because it's still pretty new, and like I made a video last year building it, so it wasn't that long ago. And then I almost killed my phone, and I didn't almost break it. I just I have it, my Android phone, I have it rooted, and I was trying to update it so I could reroute it, but the update wouldn't go through, and I tried something to and I was so dumb. I didn't even take any caution doing it, but I tried something to basically downgrade it to upgrade it again, but it erased everything, and it wasn't supposed to do that. But I didn't. It was actually backed up, because I have a tool, because I have it rooted, that did back up everything. So it was from like a few days beforehand though, so it wasn't like super current, and I should have just backed it up again. I'm so stupid. But yeah, so I spent like Thursday evening just trying to fix it, and it took hours, and then even restoring it took a long time too. Oh, that's why my face looks a little washed out. That's better. Sorry, my lighting, I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, and I probably didn't get a lot of sleep on Thursday. I went to bed kind of late, and it was still running like the restore from the rooted program. It's called Titanium Backup, which you can only use if you have it rooted. So basically it took a long time, and it didn't even get updated. Like, it still didn't work, so it wasn't even worth it. So I thought, well, now that it's erased, maybe I can just factory restore it, and since I already lost everything anyway, and then try the update, and no dice. It just did not work. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it's not that important. It's fine, because it was a minor update, and it's whatever. So I like let it run, and then I went to bed, and then when I would wake up in the night, I would check it, and then I would do something else, like if I had to run another prompt or run another restore or something like that, then I would fall back asleep. Then I'd wake up again, and I would look at it, start doing stuff again. So I don't think I slept well, because yesterday I wasn't actually feeling too well, and I ended up still going to the gym though, and that's when I said that I cut my routine down a little bit, and I realized later, I'm like, I probably didn't sleep well because I don't really feel good today. But and then I don't know, I was kind of like really sluggish and just unmotivated. So it was weird, because I came home and I'm just like, I still want to do something. I want to be productive, but I didn't feel like in a good mood to sit down and record myself playing something. Like playing something in general would have been fine, but like trying to have a good like personality to sit down and record something was a whole different thing. So I don't know, it just makes a difference. I try to at least be somewhat entertaining when I'm recording, and if I'm not in a really good mood, then it's just not a good idea. So so what I did was I turned on a stream and on Twitch, and I just let it just kind of sit in the background, and I played Red, their new album, just kind of on low, and I just kept thinking to myself, like, I want to do something productive, and I kept thinking of different things I could do, and like, okay, well, I could edit. There's a couple of videos I could edit, gaming ones particularly, and then I thought, well, there's even some preparation and stuff I can do. Like, I really need to recreate my website, and I'm going to be doing it I want to do it on Squarespace, because I can build a website from scratch, but I just don't have the time, and I'm not a designer, so I would need to find somebody to like design a website for me, and it's just a really big process. So I just want to get something simple and done right now, and then maybe I can do that kind of stuff in the future, but I want something better than what I had before. It just was not the worst, but just not very good. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do that. And then I also need to I'm revamping my blog by using WordPress instead of what I was using before, so I still need to finish that as well. So I'm like, you know what, those are two things I could do. So I went into Squarespace, and I already had a template picked out and already started kind of putting stuff together. I'm like, I just need to finish this. So I just did it. And I don't know what it was, but like somehow like I went from a little bit just kind of like sluggish, not a really good day, to just like snapped into productivity. And I think what kind of helped was like the music was nice and good, and I really loved that album so much. But then kind of watching the stream in the background too was just a little lighthearted, very kind of funny, you know, just something kind of nice to have going in the background. And I don't know. And then I just, all of a sudden it was hours later and I finished it. Like, I'm like, how did that even happen? I thought this would take me days to do, but it's not like a big giant website. There's some more stuff I want to add to it in the future, but for right now, it's good. It's fine. So like, go check out my new website. It has some just basic links and things right now. And just like a small little about me thing. It's not really that elaborate. But I want to add a little more to it, maybe kind of expound on different projects, maybe talk a little bit more about my different channels, like particularly on there. And once I launch my new stuff for my tech channel, I'll probably, well, actually that'll be more incorporated in the tech blog, but well, anyway, so I want my website to be kind of like a hub for like the stuff I'm doing. And right now that is basically what it is, but it's just kind of linking to other things. So go check it out, davey3.com. There's a link below, and at the end of the video there will be a link on the end card as well, because you can link, you can annotate to an associated website, which is really cool. So I can actually link right to my website, so that's neat. Excuse me. Oh god. Probably like talking too fast. Let's see. So I was just surprised. I was super productive yesterday, even though the day started off kind of not good and really not the best. So I don't know how it happened. Just somehow I just snapped and then switched into productive mode. It was really weird. But I guess with the right things to kind of motivate me or just kind of keep me going. Like I watched the stream for a little bit before I actually started doing anything. And then I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to do it, you know? And I just pulled up Squarespace and went on my way. And so today, at least this weekend, I might work more on the blog now that I have the website done. At least done for like a good, excuse me, a good like starting put. Okay, are we done with that? My throat's getting a little weird. Sometimes this happens early in the morning. My throat's like really strange, and like if I have like a cough drop or something, it's like it's fine. Or if I just wait it out and not talk as much as I have been like for this early in the morning. It's actually not that early. It's like 11:45, but anyway. I've been up since 10. For some reason I couldn't fall asleep last night. It's kind of weird. I was gonna get up earlier. It might have just been because my sleep schedule was a little weird the last couple of days, so, but I got up at 10, so that wasn't too bad, but especially for a Saturday. But anyway, so that's probably all I should talk about, because I have to go do things. Mostly, well, what I'm doing today is I was gonna work on something for the company, small company I work for, consulting wise. I'm gonna do something on the server, and it's just a lot easier to do stuff that requires me to take down the whole network on the weekend. Even they're actually working today because they're working on a project, but as far as I know, they're not going to need the network, or they can manage without it for a little while. But I have to get this done, so it's like, you know, but so it requires me to go in on the weekend, but that's fine. It's not really a big deal. So anyway, yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. That was my week. So yeah, you know, still going to the gym. Wow. Check out the new Red album. It's so good. Oh my gosh, I love Red so much. Side note too, because I was talking about Owl City, but he has a new album coming out this year as well. In his newsletter, he was saying how it got delayed, for reasons beyond his control. But as far as from what I understand, it's done. It's just some like other logistical things that have held it up. So sometime later this year, don't know when, it should be out, and I'm so excited for that. I can't wait. Music is just the best. Maybe I'll make a video about music sometime, I don't know. But I think everybody, really, they can find and relate to, even if it's not those two bands / artists, you know, there's definitely something that you enjoy music-wise that you feel like really speaks to you in a way, you know, something you can relate to, something you can just kind of chill out to, something that you're like, wow, you know, this you know, what this song is talking about, you know, sometimes I can relate to that, or at least bits of it. Or we all interpret songs and things differently, so some people might interpret it one way and another person might interpret it another way. I don't know. Music is powerful though. It's good stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, listening to me babble on and on and on and on. So I'm sure you like and subscribe. Check out my new website. It's not that thrilling right now, but you know, go take a look. My new blogs should hopefully be up and running again soon. Right now I took them down basically so I could just make a good transition. So plus I wasn't really posting much on them right now, so it's okay. Once I get them done though, that might motivate me a little bit more to start posting. Once I get the tech one done especially, then that might motivate me to start writing so I can start making the new tech videos, that kind of stuff too. So it's all encircling. Yeah. Alright, so thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. I don't think a whole lot has happened this week. It was mostly I reloaded my computer this week. The first time since I originally built it, which was about a year now or so, I think. Can't remember exactly. It was probably about a year though. Do they need to be? Oh, okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. You say that. No, actually, put something tiny there. What?